Hello everybody, Hayley here. How you going? Guys, I have a mindful message for you today and a very short activity for children big enough to do it. So if you can do it, go for it. If it seems a bit tricky, maybe you just want to chat about it instead of writing. Up to you. So I want to talk to you today about perspective. Do you know what perspective means? Perspective is about the way we choose to look at something, see something, hear something, and react to it to particular situations. So I'm going to give you a couple of examples. Let's say it's dinner time at your house and mum or dad or grandma or whoever looks after you goes, "We're having noodles. Noodles for dinner, everybody." Now, if you like noodles, you're like, yes. But maybe you don't really love noodles. I mean, maybe you think they're okay, but you're like, oh, I want a pasta or lasagna or pizza or something else. Now, you have a couple of choices. You can think, noodles are boring. I hate them. I'm going to be in a grumpy mood now because I didn't want noodles. Or you could think, noodles, well, they're not really my favourite, and I did want lasagna, but they're fine. At least I'm going to be full, and I have parents who care about me and are feeding me every night. Do you know what I mean? We can look at it from a negative point of view or a positive point of view, can't we? It's like we have thoughts that are helpful or unhelpful. Now, the cool thing is that you get to choose. Your brain is a thinking machine that just throws thoughts out. Thoughts. Here's a thought, here's an idea, here's a thought, all day long. Now, if you watch it, you can sometimes see what it automatically thinks and go, hang on, I don't really like that. I'm not about that. And you can replace it with something more positive. It's really cool. You're actually the boss of your own brain. It takes a lot of practice, but you have a say. So here's another example. It might be a bedtime story. It might be time for a bedtime story, and dad or mum or grandma or grandpa, whoever looks after you, says, "We're going to read this book tonight." And you might automatically think, "Oh, I don't like that book. I don't even like bears." Or, is that a helpful thought or unhelpful? It's a bit unhelpful, isn't it? What might be a helpful thought? Maybe, okay, well, it's not exactly my favourite book, and I don't exactly love bears, but Brian the Smelly Bear, it does kind of sound funny. And it is nice of somebody to take the time to read me a bedtime story. So I'm going to enjoy it. You know what I mean? We can choose. Helpful or unhelpful thoughts. Positive or negative. We can choose. So, the little activity that you will have see, because we're the boss of our brain boss. It will have an event on it. Something happens, or, maybe you got noodles for tea. I want you to write down what an unhelpful thought would be. Maybe something like, oh, I hate noodles. And then a helpful thought like, okay, maybe noodles aren't my favourite, but at least I have people who care for me and give me dinner every night. Do you know what I mean? All right, so I'll leave it there. Find the activity attached, and like I said, if you're big enough to do the activity, I would love to see your answers. If you find it a bit tricky, maybe you could just chat about it with somebody, what your answers might be. And if it's a bit too much altogether, that's fine too. All right, take care.